Donda is supposedly about to drop, so I figured, why not? I'll rank the Kanye albums. Probably the hardest artist to rank because like all of the music is timeless. But I've listened to Kanye West for like 13 years, so I should probably be able to rank his stuff. I'm not including collab albums in this, only solo work. Let's go! Number 9. Jesus is King. Not really a shocker here, and this album isn't bad, but it just shows that like even Kanye can't just go off and do something completely different. I'm not really like a religious person, so I can't really connect with this, and the production's pretty good, but if you listen closely on like good headphones, you can tell he did literally make this on an iPhone. It's got some good tracks, I listen to it every now and then, but yeah, definitely not his best work here. Number 8. Yay. I loved this album first listen, like the live stream experience he had for this was so cool. All the songs on here are good in my opinion, but it's just not great as a whole. I think Ghost Town's one of my favorite Kanye tracks, even though that doesn't really make sense based on my musical preferences and the features on the track, but yeah. Also, I did find the Yay Mountains this summer that this came out, so that was really cool. Number 7. Late Registration. Kanye was really rapping on this album, but I think that's what actually held it back. I like a lot of tracks on this album, but some of them just feel really random. There's some hidden gems in here like Late and Celebration, but overall I feel like he just tried to do too much on this one. I absolutely love the track Touch the Sky though, like I'm so glad he worked with Lupe. But yeah, this one never really stuck with me as much as the rest of them. Okay, here's where it gets tricky because from like 6 to 3 could basically go in any order depending on how I'm feeling. Number 6, 808s and Heartbreaks. How do you have an 808s hat, but you rank it 6th?
Because I was a high schooler at one point and Heartbreak was cool, okay?
I loved this change in production and style for Kanye. I remember it made no sense first listen, but it literally changed everything, like a rapper using auto-tune? Whoa. However, this one falls to 6 because honestly some of the tracks just feel a little long. I never really felt that way about the album like when I was in peak sadness, but I'm not really sad anymore, so... But tracks like Heartless, like, I'm pretty sure most people know every word to that song, like it's just unforgettable. Number 5, Yeezus. They say you either love it or you hate it, but here I am just putting it dead center. If I said I liked the change in production to 808s, imagine how I felt about Yeezus. I remember my first listen I had to turn it off. I don't even know what song I was on. I was just like, nope, not doing this. But I've really grown to appreciate this album, especially after what happened to Kanye mentally. Tracks like I Am a God, Bound to, Blood on the Leaves are undeniably classic Kanye tracks. But Guilt Trip and Send It Up like never really stuck with me, so that's 2 tracks out of 10 that I didn't love. So that holds it back a little bit, but still a really cool album and also never going to be replicated. Number 4, The College Dropout. This is a hip-hop classic, a staple of the genre. If you don't know every word to this album,
You're a fake hip-hop fan.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, how can an undeniable classic rank 4th in someone's discography? I have no idea. This dude's insane. The only thing that holds this one back is Kanye's song structure wasn't varied enough on this, which makes sense. It's a debut album. It was his first one. Bro, debut means first. But yes, there's classic tracks on here like Jesus Walks. Honestly, you could probably say most of these are classic tracks. But my favorite on the album is Last Call, mostly because it's just such a Kanye moment that you're never going to get that again. And like hearing him at that young age with the debut album talking like that, knowing he was, you know, going to be great. And he was. Number 3. Graduation. This was the first album I ever gave a full listen to. I'll never forget it. Kendall's iPod on the bus to the field trip in Gettysburg. I was like 7 or 8 years old. I don't know how I remember that at all, but it's such a vivid memory. It's the reason I'm hooked on hip-hop, so I'm always going to be thankful for that. I've heard this album so many times that I'm pretty sure I know every word. So many classic tracks on here. I even made my senior quote, "Everything I'm not made me everything I am." So how could I give this so much praise, but it's not even in the top 2? I also don't know the answer to that, but actually it's probably because there's a better version of Homecoming and he cut Bittersweet Poetry. Alright, here we go. The top 2. Most people right now are probably like, there's no way he's gonna do it. Number 2, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Nothing like this will ever be made again. Like literally probably most people between ages like 30 and 15 probably know like multiple songs from this album regardless of what music they listen to. I don't think there's many albums that can say that at all. You've got these hype tracks, you've got these tracks that take you on a journey, tell you a story, and then you've got the lowest of lows mixed in there too. The production on here can't be replicated, it's crazy. I would have no problem with anyone saying this was the greatest album ever, but it's second in someone's discography? How has this guy made such good music? Like, that is insane. Well, number one, people are not gonna agree with this, but The Life of Pablo. This is one of my favorite pieces of art like ever created, not just music, like anything. We got to see one of the greatest creators ever losing his mind without even knowing it. I almost just made that sound like it was a good thing. I'm upset that he lost his mind. I feel bad for him, but it's so unique that it was captured in this way. He had acquired like every skill he needed to make whatever song he wanted. He had all the feature connects in the world, and he pulled them all together to make this fantastic masterpiece. And like it was just him. It was Kanye saying what he needed to say, like being him. I think it's one of the purest creations I've ever experienced, and I'm so glad he added St. Pablo after the fact, because it's like my second favorite song ever now. Alright, there you go. Some people are probably going to disagree with that list, but let me know yours. Drop a like on the video and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.